What's up, everyone? I'm Angel with Fame Train, and I'm here with Houston legend, Mr. June 27th himself, Big Demo in the building.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for having me.
What's up, Big Demo?
It's your world, baby.
It's your world. I just want to say, first of all, it's such a blessing to have you here. I just want everybody to know the true history of what's going on with June 27th and the whole Screwed Up Click movement, and that's why we have Big Demo here. He's going to set the record straight and give us some really good history on DJ Screw and the whole movement. So why don't you tell us when you and DJ Screw first met? How far back do you and DJ Screw actually go?
Well, late 91, early 92 is when we first, I was forced to meet DJ Screw by my sister. My sister Tasha, she had already knew Screw, and he was making tapes, just a few tapes, and she was telling me like, Demo, it's this guy, you gotta meet him, my homeboy. His name's Screw, he a DJ. He got all that stuff you used to have, and he be making tapes. And I'm like, man, I don't care, because he got turntables. I'm not gonna be riding his ping or whatever. So she just kept hammering me to meet this guy, and I was like, no. And one day she called me, she say, well, I want you to go pick up my tape. I had a tape made by Screw, I want you to go pick it up. I said, man, I'm not finna go pick up. She said, stay right around the corner from Long Drive. I said, okay, I'll go. So I went to Screw, and you know, that's when beepers were out. I paged him when I got close, and he told me where to come. I went to his house. The little short dude just come walking out, and to the edge of the driveway, and I met him, and he was like, you Tasha brother, huh? And I'm like, yeah. And we both started laughing, because he was like, she been bugging me, talking about, I need to meet you. I say, she been doing me the same way. Talking about, well, we finally met. And like that day, we talked like maybe 4 or 5 hours just at the end of his driveway about rap and what we like about it, the direction it's going, especially in Houston and stuff. And we just chopped it up. And like, during that whole time, I like Fat Pat came over. I met him. I met Hog. You know, they were supposed to do a tape. I mean, Screw got a amazing talent to make you believe you his best, his number one friend of everybody. And that's what he did to me. Cause like Fat Pat came over and he was like, yeah, we gonna do the tape. He was like, yeah, but I'm chilling with my homeboy Demo. He from Long Drive. You know, he introduced us and all that. Told me, well, I'll come back. Then, you know, Hawk was like 20 minutes right behind him. He told him the same thing. And I was like, man, he brushing off people just to talk to me. We ain't doing nothing but talking.
Right.
And I was telling him like, man, go ahead and do you. Like, nah, man, you chilling. And so we talked, and, you know, it turned nighttime and everything. So he was like, well, mess with me tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So I didn't mess with him. And he called me the next day. He was like, I thought you were gonna mess with me. I was like, oh shoot, I didn't know you was really serious. I'm like, yeah man, come mess with me. So I went over there and like, we went live. We made a tape, you know, right then and there. And
A tape of you freestyling, or
we just a mixtape. You know, all the Screws were first just mixing music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the rapping it just morphed into that, you know.
So
like,
you were mixing with him and
no,
everything? No,
it was my list, you know.
Okay.
What Screw is he a DJ at your request.
Mm-hmm.
So you make a list of songs that you like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You make maybe 20 songs, but maybe 15 or 14 to make the tape. And you put your shout outs on it, you know, whoever you want to shout out to or whatever, what you want him to say. And he'll say it, and he add his own little flavor to it. But when you go live, it's different because you get to do the shout outs, you get to talking, you know, and all that stuff. So like my first Screw was live, you know, and like most of my Screws were live, you know, and throughout the years I made tons and tons of Screws, and I don't know a lot of Screw tapes because like every Screw tape is a personal. Mm-hmm. And I had my own, you know, I wasn't jamming Kiki's, you know, I wasn't jamming Pats, but you know, I had like, you know, Leaning on the Switch, you know, that's Kiki. I had Wineberry Over Gold, you know, certain tapes you just got to bang,
oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those I had with me, and I traveled out of town. You know, I did a lot of work on the road, so I used to take those Screws with me, and I used to push Screw every state I went. I hit like 26 states in 4 years. So I was pushing that screw, you know, and also pushing ESG Ocean of Funk album and stuff. And you know, I just used to make a lot of moves, and like me and Screw just got real like just super cool. And like around the time of like when June 27th, because this is years later, you know, and I had made so many Screw tapes that I wasn't making tapes no more because I was doing one every week.
Right.
So songs wasn't coming out fast enough. You know, I got to the point where I had rock and roll screws, you know, 80s pop music screws, you know, every genre of music I done had on Screw. I just hate I have none of those tapes today, but I made them all, you know. And like I said, when it got around to June 27th, it was spurred by a tape we made a week before called Dancing Candy. Features Pokey, Big Mo, Haircut Joe Kesey, and myself. But I fell asleep during the making of this tape, and it was like the first street Screw tape that Big Mo was on. He had did the 3 in the morning, which was in Soundwave, you know, in the stores.
Oh, yeah.
And but you know, we talking about street, you know, the streets. So I was like, man, I was happy to get him on there, and then I fell asleep on it. I was so mad, you know, and I was like, Screw, we got to do another tape next week on my B-Day, June 27th. And he was like, okay, that's cool. So we gonna call it June 27th. I was like, all right. And you know, he asked me what I wanted to flow off of, and you know, I was like, that Crisscross, that Jermaine Dupri, you know, and he was like, all right. So that's the only thing that was playing. We knew we was gonna rap off that beat. And the few people that heard Dancing Candy was like, man, this is a nice tape. So when they knew we was gonna make another one the next week with the same people, it was like, they were like, oh, it's gonna be jamming, you know. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be jamming. So everybody was like alert for it. It's crazy because like never have a tape been hyped before the making of the tape, you know, because it's just unheard of.
Right.
And we was on the way to do that tape, and you know, I had the youngster. Youngster was supposed to be on the Dancing Candy too, but for whatever reason I left him, you know what I'm saying? And I was supposed to come back, but once you get to Screw House, ain't no leaving, you know. And so we went back. I got Youngster, you know. It was like his coming out party because, you know, he was young and fresh.
How old
and
was he, by the
He
way?
was 16.
Oh,
and
okay.
I want to bring up another fact that Kesey, he was 15, and Kesey, he actually rapped the most on the tape. He had 3 verses. You know, he rapped. You know, he did his first one before Pokey, then he did his one after Pokey, then he closed the song.
Right.
So, and he don't get enough credit, but Kesey did a fabulous job on that thing too. But like I say, when we was getting ready to go, we was calling up and everybody was preparing to go. Everywhere we stopped, people was asking us like, what y'all finna get into, like when we go to see Bird? And he's like, what y'all finna get into? He like, Kesey, Big Mo, Pokey D, what y'all finna do? Y'all finna go to Screw, huh? Like, yeah, we finna go to Screw, man. I'm gonna come with y'all. I'm like, man, as long as Screw don't care, I don't care.
Right.
So him and Man Pooh, they came, and man, it was so many people. I can't recall everybody that was in there, but like to hear everybody that was on the tape, listen to side A of the tape, and it's a shout out song.
Right.
And everybody that was there got on the mic. And so you can see who all was there and how many people was actually in the place. And it was just a magical night. It was a magical night. I remember before we started it, I brought Youngster in, and everybody was like, who is Youngster? I told Screw, you know, this is my partner I was telling you about, the Cold Screw. And they started rapping and stuff in the kitchen, him and Pokey, and they was like going back and forth, just breaking the mic, and you know, just a cappella, you know, just going off. And we were like, wait a minute, it's time to start the tape,
Right.
you know, because it was just, you know, I mean, it was
Get
amazing.
too serious.
The real magic was before, you
Right.
know, and it was crazy. And we put on, you know, we made the tape, you know, side B was like hard to get to side B because we had to do the whole tape. Everybody was eager to rap because they had seen, you know, and heard Big Mo singing. And so when we got to the rap side, and man, it was like the page turned, you know, something came over everybody. I mean, soon as he put it on and Big Mo started blowing, it was just
magic. Like
magic. It was like almost, yes, epic, man. And it was like everybody knew that this tape was gonna be, you know, the one. And I don't know how we knew it, but we knew it. I mean, we really knew it. And then, like, even when Youngster was rapping, he said, at that beach, we gonna drop it. And my birthday is exactly a week before 4th of July, so, you know, that's a beach day in Houston. And and I can remember going to the beach, and we got to the beach, like, we got the tape on the 4th of July, because Screw had made so many, I guess, you know, we actually got the tape back that morning.
Right.
And when we got to the beach, all we heard was June 27th, and we were tripping because we just got it. How do they have it already? And I mean, like, we heard like one car, then another car, and another car, and another. I mean, every car was jamming, and
June 27th.
Every car. The first day the tape came out, and I was like, how in the world is this possible?
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It just gave me chills,
I have them
you know.
now too. I'm like,
and it was amazing, and it was like, I mean, like, we, you know, we the guys that made the tape.
Right.
So we all together riding.
Right.
But we are actually amazed at how many people here has this tape.
Right.
I mean, it was banging from every car.
Right.
And to this day, I don't know how it happened like that, but it did. I mean, we got the tape at like 10 that morning, and we left from maybe the beach by 1 o'clock, you know, but when we got there, I mean, I'm not exaggerating.
Right.
You can ask anybody that was at the beach that day, you know, and they'll tell you. They were like, you know, it was crazy. And like, after that, it just snowballed. You know, like, 1 year went by, and like, Pokey got a deal, Youngster got a deal, and we was like, wait a minute, this is crazy. You're getting deals from Screw Tapes, and you know, and then like people that affiliated with us, you know, like D Gotti, he got a deal, you know what I'm saying? Because like most of us, all of us from the South Side, we all hung together, no matter which hood we were from or whatever. A lot of us mingled together, so everybody benefited from it, and it just kept getting bigger. Like 2 years, it's bigger and bigger. Then like when Screw passed, R.I.P. to Screw and Big Mo, and when Screw passed, you know, I'm like, well, that's the end of that momentum, but
it lived
the
on.
the lore of it just, I mean, like 10 years passed, then like 15, you know, now it's 20 years later. This is crazy.
Demo, how did that make you feel? I know, like, so many people thought, and that's why I'm so glad to have you here to really clear that up, because so many people used to think, because of the popularity of the song, that it was June 27th was in fact DJ Screw's birthday, and not yours, and you just kind of got pushed in the back. So, like, how did that make you feel? Like,
well, at first it used to aggravate me. Well, see, they thought it was Screw birthday. They gave it to Big Mo. They gave it to Youngster.
Everybody.
And they gave it to everybody but me. And it didn't really used to get me, but like as it got bigger, you know, it upset me because I'm a producer. I'm a DJ. I'm a rapper.
Right.
And I've been doing this all my life. I always find people that can rap, that I feel have talent. I always got them together. I've always made songs. I've always made tracks, and people always rapped over them. So this was every day for me. You know, even though it's an instrumental, but I do this. This is what I do. So, like, when I met Pokey, you know, Mark Christian, see, Long Drive is in the central area. We can go to any schools we want. So we had people that went to Jones, people went to Sterling, people went to Yates, people went to Milby. So the Long Drive family, we cover a lot of hoods, a lot of people. And so that's how I met Pokey, through Mark Christian in Yellowstone, and I let him go into Cullen. And he used to tell me, man, I got this dude named Pokey, man. He be rapping, you know, and this was like really before the screw movement. And I was like, okay, you know, we got cool and we used to all hang and chill and stuff. And then like when the screw movement happened, you know, Pokey was coming a long drive, you know, like, we gonna get you up in the screw house, man, 'cause, you know, he was gonna eventually get there, you know, 'cause he's devastated, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we started going, me and Pokey used to just go, you know, and we used to mess with Screw and make tapes and stuff, and then, you know, like I say, when June 27 happened and like everybody got together, you know, I had to have Pokey, you know what I'm saying, because he's a super talent, and and my goodness, man, and like on the birthday thing, back to that, it didn't used to make me mad, but then it started making me mad after so many years. Like, everybody loved the tape. Well, obviously they ain't listening.
They're not listening to the words.
Because like the first thing he says is Demo's birthday.
That's
you know,
right.
the whole tape is based on Demo's birthday.
Absolutely.
And so it's just like, I wasn't aggravated at the fact they was doing it. Aggravated at the fact that they playing like they listening.
Right.
They playing like they paying attention and they're not.
Right.
And
misinformed.
Yeah. So it used to really, really upset me. But then like, it just kept getting bigger. And then like, the internet happened, the Facebook happened, and like slowly but surely, and I give a shout out to my boy Ram Aldridge, Optimo Ram, man. He the one that put me on social media, that made, he named me Mr. June 27. Like, soon as he found out the story, because he loved the tape, he grew up on the tape too.
Right.
You know, he knew it word for word, but still never realized that it was my birthday. And Jordan Purnell, who started Local Live, he, you know, they all was together, so he was like telling them, he was like, no, Ram, this is Demo, this is, you know, he broke it down to him, and he was like, man, you Mr. June 27.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I'm him. And like, from that moment on, I've been Mr. June 27. So big shout out to Ram, man. I love you, man. And like, it made my lore, I got more and more popular, you know, right, because of social media.
Right.
People were reaching out for me from like Germany, Berlin, you know, from the UK, from Japan. And that was crazy to me, because these were people from there, not Americans that's overseas. And I couldn't.
Houstonians that went over there.
And it was crazy to me how they know about it and how they, you know who I am. If somebody in Berlin know what June 27 is, and somebody down the block don't know, that was just crazy to me. And it just, you know, just grew and grew and grew. People in Australia and Melbourne, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to James. And I mean, everywhere, the whole world, you know. And like, I remember Screw used to tell me, Demo, he used to tell everybody, I'm gonna screw the world. I'm gonna screw the world. He did it. It's crazy. I mean, he screwed the world. I mean, this movement is large. And you know, it's not just June 27, but like, June 27th, for some reason, turned to the anchor of it all. You know what I'm saying? And,
out of all the songs.
Yeah.
Sure
I mean, because like, that's, you know, they give him credit for 300 screws, but he made way more than that.
Right.
He made way. I mean, I had like close to 50. You know what I'm saying? Alone of mine, personal.
Right.
So I imagine Kiki probably had 50 or 62. You know what I'm saying? Fat Pat. You know. Corey Blunt, Hawk, everybody, you know, everybody had a bundle of tapes, you know what I'm saying? So he made way more than 300, you know, I know that for a fact.
It just, like, something touches you inside when you start to talk about DJ Screw. Like, it's just so, that movement is so powerful.
Because the man had so much love, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there was never any plex around Screw.
Right.
It's like people respected the man because, you know, we worked in his house, you know what I'm saying, where he lived, where he lay his head. So you have to be respectable, you know, leave all that ignorant stuff outside the gate, you know what I'm saying, and that's what people did, man. And he showed everybody so much love, you know, like, I can remember when it first started just getting big, and we used to go like to Sound Waves and buy all those blank tapes and stuff. I mean, to Sam's and get blank tapes and
The gray tapes?
yeah. And like we be in the store and somebody be like, y'all must finna really dub some screws. Y'all act like y'all DJ Screw. Then they, wait a minute.
Oh no, that is Screw.
One of y'all DJ Screw. I be like, him. It's him.
Yeah.
It ain't me.
Right.
And they like, wow, that's DJ Screw. And they like go crazy.
Wow.
And this is before, you know, I say before the 3 in the morning hit the store.
Oh, really?
So
Already?
we was already big,
Yeah.
you know. It's just, the popularity is crazy, man. It's really true. It's really there. And like in Texas, like, Screw run Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the South.
Austin, yeah. The people in Austin, they love this Screw music. I mean, I feel like Houston and Austin was like, we did the tape, Houston to Austin, me, Shorty, Mac, Action, Screw, and Kesey. And that's like, that cemented Houston and Austin together, you know, and that's one of the mysterious tape that disappeared, you know. It's like,
Really?
It's like the first tape Screw rapped on. It's the first one I flowed on, the first one Kesey flowed on, first one Shorty Mac flowed on, and it's a classic tape we rapped off on the Freshest MC, and like I can remember bits and pieces of it, but I love to hear that tape. It's like they did part 2, but you know it ain't the same. You know the original is the one. You know can't duplicate the magic again, cause like it's actually a June 27 part 2. You know what I'm saying? But it never got dropped because it just...
Who is all on that one?
Big Mo, my little brother T. Lee, Fat Pat, and Kiki.
Okay.
That's it.
And it never got dropped.
And never got dropped. And like people like, it's a lore. Does it really exist? Was it really made? But I have pictures from that day with the day on there, and I didn't put them on Facebook because, you know, people take the pictures, you know, like a lot of the DJ Screw pictures you see are mine. I took them, you know, that's why I'm not on a lot of pictures because I was the one taking them, you know. And, you know, I always had a camera. I love photography and stuff like that, but, you know, that tape is out there, and, you know, I got pictures of Kiki and Fat Pat together, and, it's not a lot of pictures of them together for some strange reason, and I got those pictures, you know, and I'm doing a book. I'm writing a book, and I'll put those pictures in that book. But that tape really did happen. And
now, do you have a name for your book yet, or not yet?
Yeah, of course.
What is it?
June 27.
Mr. June 27.
Yeah, it's got to be.
For that.
And it's
That's
a biography. Awesome. It's not about Screw, but it is about Screw Life.
Right.
By it being June 27, I start at my birth. You know what I'm saying? So I start from who Demo is and how I got this way. Because I'm a hip-hop kid. I'm 40. You know, I'm 46 now. So I was around when it started. You know, Sugar Hill Gang. When I heard the Sugar Hill Gang, a light went off in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, Demo. How did you get that name? I wanted to ask you. Where did Demo come from? Demo,
man. I got that name, man. In Long Drive, some Mexicans, they used to call me Demon.
Demon?
Yeah.
Okay. Like the devil?
Yes.
Okay.
And because I have a long name, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know my real name. And like, people want to know it so bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I will tell you, I guess it'll be out the bag, but my name is Demetrius. Demetrius Sherman is who I am, but
right here on Fame Train.
Yeah, it's out the bag.
Exclusive news, Demetrius.
But they used to call me Demon, and I was like, "Why you calling me Demon?" Talking about it's short for Demetrius, and I was like, "No, it's not." You know, I'm like, I don't like having the name Demon. You know what I'm saying? That's like not cool.
Right.
And like a week later, dude come up to me and say, Demo. And I was like, huh? Like, Demo, man, that's your new name, Demo. I was like, Demo? What the hell is a Demo? Talking about you Demo.
Right.
I said, you trying to cut off Demon? And he's like, no, man, it just come to me. You Demo, man. I look at you and I see a Demo. So I've been Demo ever since. That was like 81, 82. So
Okay.
I've been Demo, and like through the rap era, it's changed because I was Demo D. And then like time passed and that era was over with. It was just the Demo, but then, you know, now it's Big Demo.
Big Demo.
It's actually that player, Big Demo.
Okay.
And Big Demo is just short version of it, but yeah, that's how I got my name, man. So I've been Demo since then.
Tell me, Demo, what is your most fondest memory of the time you spent with Screw?
Oh,
If there's one memory that you want to share with
it's
us.
a good one and it's a funny one. And one night we was doing, matter of fact, I think we was making a Screw tape called 2 Liters of Drink. Me, him, and Kesey. And we had to go call up on our drink. So we was going to the Orleans to get the drink. And we went out there. It was pouring down storm. I remember we was in the Park Avenue, and it was pouring down. It was like, you know, the Houston rain, and it was nighttime, like midnight. And we went to the lanes and we got the drink. We came back, and I went to the house for something. We pulling long drive, and I went to get something. And I remember I had my beeper in my hand. I got out the car, and it was just pouring down, raining. And I went to go in the house, and I slipped and fell, and I mean, right in the grass. And it was like, you know, it was long grass, so it was holding water like a puddle.
Right.
And I just fell, and I know him and Keisha was in the car laughing like a big dog. And, you know, it happened. And, you know, I just laid there
Yeah.
for about 5 minutes and just, you know, soaked it up.
Right.
And then I got up, my beeper was ruined and everything. It was crazy. I went in the house and changed clothes. And I came back and I got in the car, and they was just cool. They didn't say nothing. I got in the car. I crook up the car. I say, what's up, y'all? And then, you know, they just bust out laughing. I say, man, it was funny, dog. I say, it was fun. I said, that's why I just laid there. Wasn't no trying to play that off. You know, see a big dude fall is always funny, but it's pouring down rain. Then I just laid there. And that was just like one of the good
Funniest,
memories. Yeah, that's just, you know, they ain't got nothing to do with music or none of that, but it was just a good time and a good memory. So that's one memory I always go back to. I always tell people about that story.
Did he have a good sense of humor to you?
Oh, yeah. He was fun. He was always serious, but he was slick funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd think he dissing, but it's a joke, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he laughed and liked laughing and liked comedy. You know, Screw was a likable dude, man. I mean, like to the point of love, you know, because, like, anybody that know this man could just find in their heart for him a special spot, man. Like I say, he know how to make you feel like you the most important one. I'm sure if you had C-No, Kiki, anybody, they gonna tell you, yeah, I was his favorite, you know, because he just had that power, you know. He had it, you know, he'd never shun you away. Like, if he dealing with you, he dealing with you.
Right.
You know, he's never gonna just like play
Shun
you to
you
the
off.
back. Yeah, never. That's why, you know, that's why so many people loved him, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that people still love. It's crazy that someone 25 loved June 27th.
Right.
Because it's 20. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy. You know, that kind of stuff is, I guess, legendary. I mean, we're talking about underground mixtape here, you know.
Right.
We're talking about a tape that nobody in the world is really supposed to hear.
Right.
And it's worldwide, you know, and all the Screw tapes are worldwide, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just, I don't know how to describe it. You know, there's a lot of great DJs, you know. You got the Kid Capri in New York doing this thing, and, you know, I remember when the movement first started, you know, you used to get a lot of slack from the New York guys because, you know, they figure us down south, we ain't hip-hop, we don't know, you know, the deal, but, you know, like, people like me and Screw, we the first generation of rap. So we know, you know, we know Africa Bambaataa, we know KRS-One, we know all of those people, you know. We respect, you know, we used to rap like these guys because, you know, we didn't have, that they were the blueprint. You know, copy New York, rap about rapping.
Right.
And then, like, when you got your Ice-T's and your NWA Eazy-E's come out, we realized we can rap about other stuff. You know, you had Lil James, you know, and Luke Skywalker when he was the Skywalker. And, you know, they were doing things, but, you know, we took that for granted. You know, we was listening to Easy. You know, we love Face. We love the whole Ghetto Boy, the whole movement or whatever. But, you know, by us being from Houston, we almost looked at that as underground because we knew we was going to get that.
Right.
But when we started hearing Boys in the Hood and stuff like that, we knew we could say what we wanted to say on these records, you know, because like everything on the East Coast was don't cuss,
right,
don't ever cuss, don't never do it, and like these guys was cussing like a big dog,
right,
and they were outselling the New York dudes.
Right.
So like Houston got like a little from New York and a little from the West Coast, and we gumbo funked it, you know what I'm saying?
I
So
like that.
we like we'll get lyrical, K Reno.
Right.
And we can get gangster, Scarface, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like me myself as an artist, a rap artist, I don't try to be the lyrical. You know, I can go lyrical because I'm from that New York school. You know, I don't like to go full gangster because I'm not a gangster. You know,
Right.
I may have done a couple of gangster things or some, you know, some wrongs, but I'm no gangster. You
Right.
know what I'm
Already.
saying? I've always been a rapper. That's who I am. But you know, I try to just make my music jam. You know, no matter what I'm talking about, I'm trying to make sure you bob in your head.
Right.
I ain't trying to spit the coldest lyrics or throw this analogy. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to jam so people can jam in their car when they go to work or wherever they go anywhere. And you know, June 27th like set a foundation for that. Even though I was rapping way before the screw movement put me over the edge. Even though I'm underground, I'm
Right.
truly underground. I don't have a deal, you know what I'm saying? I'm truly independent, but it pushed me over the ledge. People that knew me in the previous life knew I was a rapper.
Right.
So when I be at Screwhouse and seeing people I went to school with, they come in there to do a tape, they be like, oh my God, that's one of the real rappers. I'm finna try to rap, and this boy been rapping since I know him, you know?
Right.
And so they be like, Demo, rap on my tape. And I was like, huh, rap on your tape? Yeah, I want you to rap on my tape. And I would rap on their tape, and they be like, wow, man, you stamped me, you made me official. Man, you made me official. I'd be like, what? Be like, man, you a real rapper.
Right.
Everybody know you a rapper. You been a B-boy, so by you being on my tape, it make me, you know, a rapper too. And you saying I'm okay.
Right.
And I'm like, man, I don't look at it like that. Whether you good or not, that's your tape. You want to jam, you have fun and be happy. I'm going to have fun and be happy with you.
Right.
And that's just how, you know, I'm not one that cares about credit so much. That's why the June 27th wasn't really upsetting me at first, because I don't care about who get to shine. I don't care about everybody saying, oh, Demo did it, you know, it was Demo. I don't care about that, because those in the know, they know.
Right.
And those that don't know, if they into the being the known, they will find out. So that's what, you know, that's how I am. You know, I don't, you know, I like attention. Everybody like attention, but I don't have to have it to be confident of who I am. You know, it's just the way I've always been.
Now let me ask you, who all worked on June 27th? DJ Screw.
Okay, as far as rappers, K-Love, myself, Kesey, Pokey, Youngster, Haircut Joe, and that's it, and Big Mo.
And Big Mo.
Those are the artists, you know,
Okay.
and like Pokey, the song, I started making screw tapes where we just rap at the end, cause like screw tapes got like a little wild, where every time it was a little instrumental, somebody tried to rap, and you know, it was kind of taken from the essence of the music. So on my tapes, I decided, hey, rap the last song.
Okay.
And you know, I stopped liking all the talking on screw tapes, because I made so many tapes. I've shouted out everybody I could shout out.
Yeah.
There's nothing left to do. I got screw tapes with no talk. I got like 7 or 8 screw tapes that had no talking.
Right.
And then people were like, Demo, man, we want to hear your name, man.
Right.
You got. So after that, I started having a shout out song on all my tapes. We have one song we do shout outs for everybody, and then at the end we'll flow.
Right.
And like, some reason we started the June 27th side B with the flow. Now I always have it at the end, but like for some reason, we did it first. And it's a good thing we did because, like, as I was saying, June 27th is a remake of Dancing Candy. And it's the same rappers, you know. And when Pokey got on the mic and started breaking it and just kept going on and on and on, that provoked everybody to rap again. But we needed it to balance the tape off. But it was just magic, man, and we couldn't stop it. You know, it's supposed to have been like 7 minutes long. And like,
what is it now, like 20-something minutes, isn't it?
35.
35.
35 and some seconds, 35 and some change, yeah. And yeah, it's long, man, it's long. And like, it's crazy because like everybody know like 80 to 90% of all of the lyrics, no matter who it was, you know.
Yeah, every
and
verse.
It's crazy, man.
So Demo, what in your opinion is the dumbest question that somebody has asked you about the whole screw movement?
Oh man, that's easy. Dumbest question is, did I know Fat Pat? Oh my God.
How could you not know Fat Pat?
Exactly. And it's crazy because on the Southside Players tape, he shout me out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's like so-called screwheads, you know. They internet screwheads, they YouTube screwheads, but that's like one of the like main dumbest questions I get asked. Like, for some reason people think like, sometimes I guess they tend to think that I'm just a regular dude at the house that drew the lotto and got to make a tape and didn't know nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've had some to say, man, how was it having Pokey and Big Mo in there? And I was like, shit. They was with me, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't with them, they was with me.
You, Demo, you were actually responsible for bringing Pokey into the whole screw situation, weren't you?
Yeah, well, through Mark Christian, yeah.
And
I was the dude that knew Screw. A lot of people know me, but I knew Screw, you know what I'm saying? So I helped a lot of people get through the doors. Pokey, Youngster, you know, Big Mo was already in, but he wasn't on a tape.
Right,
you know?
until...
So I put him on Dancing Candy.
Okay.
And that's the first tape he was really just singing on and just going off.
Right.
And, you know, Super Dave, you know, I brought Clado, you know, Clado through, you know, he another person, he you know, Third Ward, but he hung with people in Long Drive. So, you know, Clado, you know, he worked his way in there, and, you know, Clado was always hanging out, you know, and then, like, the movement is so strong, he started rapping, and, you know, he was good, and next thing I know, they was Lab Techs, next thing I know, it was Southside Players, so, you know, the ball was just moving fast, and, you know, it's a lot of people, you know, it's way more than that I'm responsible for, but, you know, those are ones I can think of right off the top, but it's a lot more.
Man, I can't tell you how, it's just an honor to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
You know, Mr. June 27th, I mean, he was there. He was a part of the screw movement. He has contributed so much to H-Town and what we stand for. And so I want to make sure that he was on Fame Train and he got his props and everybody knows the story, the truth. So if you could say one thing to the people about Demo, what would you want them to know about you, about Mr. June 27th?
That I'm normal, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, I take the legend, I take all of that they give me because they give it. You know, you can't call yourself a legend. You can't proclaim yourself. It's up for others to do it. So they've given me that. So I'll take that, but I'm just as normal as I can be. And those that do know me know that I'm approachable. If you ever see me and you want to meet me, come on. I'm approachable. I'll sign you whatever. You know, I'm not bougie at all. You know, as long as I don't think you crazy, you know, I'm good.
Yeah, watch out for that, Demo.
Yeah. There's some of them out there, and then you know, I get a crazy people, you know, love too, cause like they somebody's kid. You know what I'm saying too. But you know, as long as they ain't just too off the chain, you know. And that's just about it, that I'm a normal dude and that I love everybody that's loving me. I love you 10 times more. And just to keep it banging and let everybody eat, man.
So what projects do you have? Tell us, like, I know you have products that you the Screwed Up Click products and all of that?
Well, I do my products me. You know what I'm saying? Demo, my company is Long Drive Apparel.
Okay.
I'm not wearing one now, but this is a shirt here that I gave the okay on, but I have my own line, Long Drive Apparel, which is I got some novelty shirts, you know, some 420 shirts, and I got authentic official June 27 shirt thing. And then like me and the veterans, Cato and Ace, shout out to my boys, and we getting together to put together some new projects, and we gonna work with people that's been around. We wanna work with Icy Hot for sure, and you know, and some other people, and just, you know, get it cracking, you know, you know, I've been trying to stop rapping, you know, but like, they won't let me, you know what I'm saying? I always figured I'm too old to rap, but like, people won't let me. They say I'm still jamming, I still know how to make the music, still know how to make people dance, so we still at it, you know, that's all I can say, we still at it.
Still at it. Well, I appreciate you so much for being here.
So glad to be here.
Last but not least, if anybody wants to find you on social media, would you like to give them your contact info?
Demo Sherman on Facebook. Y'all know I'm mainly a Facebooker. I'm sorry, but you know, I did Twitter. It's at Demo LDH. It's easy to remember. Demo Long Drive Hustler LDH. Same thing on Instagram, and think it's the same thing on Snapchat. But if you hit me on one of those, probably I'm gonna get to you. But Facebook is better than the phone with me. You hit me, I will hit you back.
Alrighty.
No matter who you are.
Alrighty, that's love right there. Now, are there any shout outs that you want to give before we close out?
I think I did all my shout out, but I gotta give Ace, Cotton, to my group, the veterans, to Ram, to Jordan, to you, to V, man, I just got to my wife, you know, I just know too many people, and you know, just my people, I love y'all, and you know, I'm sorry my mind go blank, you know, I'll walk out of here and think of everybody.
Right.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to Autumn. I promised her I was going to give her a shout out. She from Livingston. Well, she's from Louisiana by way of Livingston, and she supports the hell out of me. She buys a lot of my stuff, and I want to send her some love. So, Autumn, there you go, girl.
Alrighty. All right. Shout out to Autumn. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Fame Train TV here with Mr. June 27, Big Demo.
Hey, here's some boys out the long drive. That nigga Demo. Here I go. Yeah, getting drunk on the killer. All my niggas be smoking that killer because we know we coming down. And a nigga feel so chiller cause I'm coming with Big Mo, my Kiki and Poyo. I even got a tight foot from the judge. Joe, man, let me get my shit right cause I'm not gonna be the one to fall out. Cause I know I'm gonna be the one to take the fucking law. 26 up in this bitch, been jamming. Niggas coming down, pop trunks just slamming. Niggas hit the stand on the candy and them blades. Niggas staying home because they wanna get paid. Everybody play, and I'ma just gon' play. And bitches be trippin' cause they don't wanna ever stay down with a nigga when a nigga's doing bad. So I get my cash and I act mad. I mash up on the glass, I got a big ol' act. A nigga coming down with blue and purple, coming down with the filth in the back. And I'm feeling so true. Got much love for my nigga named Screw. That Kesey in that bitch, my nigga Jonathan. I got about 6 or 7 pounds from him. He broke them all down and we all got high. A niggas don't trip and don't be doing no drive-bys cause we don't gang bang. Don't wear blue or red, we like that fucking green. And papers what I said, Big Mo was up in this bitch and this nigga singing. Coming through just like Elder Bells a ring. Big Mo rip Mo, so we can just flow. Cause we going down for the boy Demo. It's a young nigga named M.O.E. I represent that south side, yeah, the 3. Hooked up with them boys out that long drive.